Hey everybody, and welcome to another review time. I'm Icelip, and today I'm going to be reviewing um hello.
What? What? Don't you see I'm resting?
I'm trying to get
I get a little tired after the fighting Decepticons and patching everyone up. I deserve a little rest, don't you think?
I guess so, but it's just
Fine, if it means I'll get to rest, then let's do it.
hey everybody. Yeah. So I'm going to do this review. Now, I know everybody and their mama's already done a review on this. I don't care. This is my channel, and I will review what I want to. Darn it! I'm sorry about that. I did not have very much sleep last night. In any case, as you can see, Monsieur Ratchet is a little ambulance. Now, I honestly don't recall how accurate this is to the show. Don't care, it pulls it off okay. Unfortunately, you can see robot kibble there. Robot kibble in there. That kind of sucks. But not much you can do unless you want to take silver paint and go over these with silver, which I will probably eventually do. Also, there are some stripes missing. I think this stripe is supposed to go back here, so I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care. I picked this up because I wanted Transformers figure, and unfortunately my Walmart had none of the... I wanted to get like a Hot Shot and, you know, at some point a Viacon or two. And we still have just, you know, what came, I guess, Wave 1. So, actually I was looking for an RiD Voyager. Originally I was going to say Bulkhead. I was going to settle for that, but I'm not going to settle. I'm not. I'll just bite the bullet at some point and get Bulkhead, and hopefully before he gets too much more expensive. The first edition. But I did want to get the Starscream because he looked pretty decent. But they had, you know, just a regular this guy, and actually they had two of these this guy right here, and about 4 or 5 of what is his name, Soundwave. So yeah. Now on to the figure. Again, looks like an ambulance. It's got side view mirrors. That's pretty nice. It's got peg holes up here, so you can use any 5mm weapon you choose and put it up there. Let's see. We're gonna take Sky Shark's puke green thing, and no, that's actually too small. That peg hole is too small. Let's try. Okay, this is G1 Dirge's weapon, and yeah, that fits. So you can see you can arm him with whatever weapon you decide to that you have, as long as it's a 5mm peg. It does a decent job of being an ambulatory vehicle. There's some molded in detail. I don't know if you can see it or not. There we go. Block some of the light. And do it again. Block some of the light, and you can kind of see it. Doors and stuff. That's really it. You come under here, you can see there is a folded up robot. Hands. That's where the head tucks in. Chest. Feet. Weapons. Oh, and somebody's texting me on Facebook. So, you got these knives, or I think they call them scalpels on the show. And you can, if you decide to, plug them up here, which looks a little weird. And I guess unless, you know, maybe there's some low-flying Decepticon. Let's pull this back some because I forgot I zoomed in. And turn it around like this, and rolling by, and low-flying Decepticon gets cut down. You can also plug them. There are 2 peg holes in the front, as if you didn't already know. You can plug them in here as well. I believe they go this way. Let's see. Yeah, because if you do it the other way, they will roll against the ground. So you can do the roly stabby thing that Wheeljack could do. I like this. Looks a little bit better in that the blades are straighter, so it looks like it's gonna stab better. The other one looks like it's gonna kind of roll under or over. And yeah, there are no Autobot symbols. Actually, there might not be any Autobot symbols on this figure at all, to be honest with you. So robots in disguise, aside from the knives and the robot kibble inside and the panel lines, achieved. So I'm going to take these off, and now I'm going to transform him, and of course I'm going to do the speedy montage that so many other people have made famous. But I'm going to do it because, to be honest with you, this guy is really hard to unpeg. I mean, I always feel like I'm going to break him transforming him because things fit on so tight. So I don't like going from one mode to the next. So anyway, here we go. Alright, and so this last part I'm going to show you. Now everybody, calls these things revealers, and I guess originally they were supposed to be called revealers. I'm sorry everybody, but these things do not say revealer on the package. So I will not refer to them as revealers. Every other line has said what class they are, or whatever on it. Power bots, activators, RPMs, whatever. They always say what they are. These just say deluxe on them. So, and everybody says, oh, well, I saw somebody do this, and they said it's a revealer, and then they went and said because, reveal the head. Wheeljack kind of had sort of a thing like that, where his head was tucked into his chest, sort of, the Generations one, and you pulled his arm and torso down, and his head popped up, or some crap like that. So, not revealer. Anyway, what you do is you take this part. When you pull it back, his head pops up. Want to see it again? Alright. Let's bring it a little closer. It pops up. You just take this part here and just tuck it back there like that. And now you are good to go. And you've got a nice looking Ratchet, who I wish was just a slightly bigger, but that's just me. He's actually a really good figure. He's got a bit of hollow hands here, hollow whatevers, but he's put together better. Like his things don't pop out all the time, and when you bend it, it doesn't really look overly hollow. Not like Wheeljack or Cliff Jumper. So yeah, now he does have his guns here. You can, of course, like I said before, put somebody else's gun, if provided they have a long enough handle, in his hand. Just turn it sideways, I guess, like this. Maybe that'll work. There. And okay, that looks a little silly, but sure, why not? You can do that, or you can take his weapons and plug them in. Actually, I like having them with the blade backwards, so you can have them like this. So he's about to shiv you. You can bend his hands down like this and then push them in a little bit more, and now it looks like his hand transformed. Unfortunately, there's no real storage on this figure. You can try to stick it here, and then he's got stabby shins. If you can get them in there. Stabby shins, which, yeah, no. You can... That's pretty much it, because this thing right here is in the way. You can mistransform it like this and then have him sticking out the back like that. And then from the front, it doesn't look like there's anything there, but then you turn them sideways. Or you can, I think I've seen MGO do this. MGO and PR. and probably everybody else. You take it and you just kind of put it in. I think it's like this. So that it's wedged in that spot. And then it, from the front, looks like his antenna or whatever it's supposed to be. And then, yeah, so, yeah. But I usually leave one in his hand. And that's it. There's lots of nice detailing in the face. It looks like Ratchet. There's nice light piping. Let's see if I can get this light to cooperate. See? That's actually pretty darn cool. And that be that, yo. He's actually a pretty good figure. I don't really like his ambulance mode, but that's just because it looks like crap to me. I do like this mode right here, the robot mode, which is what I bought him for, and I do love the character. Colors look great. Yeah. I mean, he could use a few more paints, but I'm used to Hasbro fudging up on the paints, and actually, they could have done this figure a lot worse. So, Hasbro, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up on this. I'm gonna give you a slight reprieve. I'm not going to bust your balls this time, but next time, you can, go choke on a donkey's dong. But sorry about that. And that's it. That's all I've got to say. Should you get this figure? Maybe. If you like Transformers Prime, if you like ambulances, if you like Ratchet, then yes. If you don't like any of those, then of course not. And if you only like one or two of them, as long as it's Ratchet or, well, no. As long as it's Ratchet. If you like the character of Ratchet, you should definitely get it. If you like ambulances, maybe you shouldn't, because it doesn't really look all that good. To be honest with you, the vehicle mode looks like crap. That's it. I'm iSlip, and I'm done.